I am under no illusion whatsoever at all that the information that I give to you is just not going to be socially received. I mean, really, it's not going to be socially acceptable because our conditioning and our training, the way that we have been trained to function in this world, is nothing but deception, a strong delusion at its best. Here we have a Texas lawmaker making claims that your child belongs to the state and can be forcibly, I'm not going to say forcibly vaccinated, but that's what they're getting ready to, that's what they're alluding to. I've told you once, I said it 1,000 times, and I'm going to continue to keep on saying it. He is trying to paint the picture that once the child is removed, first of all, it's all about jurisdiction and legality here. If you go and get a birth certificate for your child, if you, the mother or father, signs that birth certificate, your child at that point belongs to the state. The only way they can get the jurisdiction to forcibly remove your child is through one or two of those contracts. You see, it's all about contract law. If you don't want them to have any jurisdiction whatsoever at all over your family and over your children so they can be removed, then don't get the marriage license. That right there in itself is the #1 tool that is used to bind you, to bind not only you, but they ain't going to tell you that because they knew if you knew that that marriage license is binding you to the state and you're entering into a third-party polygamous agreement, they know that you and I would never ever sign it. So therefore, they do not disclose the terms of that contract. Then they put all these laws that is hidden behind a contract that all of a sudden you've signed this contract and you've made yourself an agreement with the state. Then they can bind them and put them on you at any given time without your knowledge because you did consent. So now he's just flat out telling you that if they're forcibly removed, that child belongs to the state and the state can do whatever it wants. Now, by law, that's what he keeps saying, by law. Are all laws right? No. Are all laws lawful? No. But if you want to keep the state hands out of your family, when you get married, sure, you're going to lose some perks. I mean, you won't be able to claim your dependent on social, for taxes. That's just some things you just got to be, you have to just ask yourself, is this good for you or not? You have to really, truly ask yourself this question. Is this something I really want to do? Is this something really good for me? Let me see. If I get a marriage license, I enter into a third-party contractual agreement with the state, and therefore I enter into a legal polygamous union. Me, my wife, and the state, because after all, you can't just dissolve your marriage by yourself, you and your wife. You got to go to the one that gave you the right to be married in the first place. And I'm not going to go over the history. The only reason why that the marriage license was created anyway, because of miscegenation. I'm not going to go through all that stuff right now. But what I'm trying to tell you is when Hillary Clinton and all the rest of these liberal people keep talking about, oh, it's all about the children. Oh, you better believe it's all about the children. They want to try to pervert them as soon as they can because it's all about the children. They want to do everything to bind you and make you go stark raving mad because it's all about the children. So you can tell real quick that they don't have no love for you as the parents because the state wants the children. That's why dissent from you putting them in the public food system and getting them dumbed down to an unprecedented level. You better hear me on this. You can't make this stuff up right here. You cannot make this stuff up. And since YouTube has got me blacklisted and stuff, if you choose to, I'm going to include the video down below rather than connect it to this video because everybody else can put everything else up and they're not blacklisted. But Pastor Dowell, he gets blacklisted, but I'm just telling you the truth. You want to be free and at least operate some form of freedom? Don't get a marriage license. Don't get a birth certificate. And leave it at that. And if your children wants to participate, because the state will do it, wait till they get about 16 or 17 years old when the state don't want them no more. See, they want them young so they can train them up in their way. And that's the reason why we're seeing this perversion and this decadence in this society right here just take off like a wildfire in this country because they are the ones who educate. Then you send your children to college, oh, it's all but done. They L, B, G, T, E, B, C, D, A, F, G, H, I, J, K, O, U, P, Q, E, and S, and everything else together. It's all but done then. And that's the reality of things. And that's the truth, the naked, cold, hard truth, and the true straight way.